In this short video tutorial, I will be showing you how you can create a user in Microsoft Azure. And the first thing you need to do is just navigate to portal.azure.com. Then you'll be expected to log in with your administrative credentials. Once you sign in with your administrative credentials, you'll be directed to the Microsoft Azure dashboard. Now this is the landing page for Microsoft Azure. If you have used these services before, which is the Microsoft Entra ID, it will be available here. But just in case you can't find Microsoft Entra ID, so what you can do is just come to this search resources and look for Microsoft Entra ID. Now this is it here. So select Microsoft Entra ID. You'll be redirected to this page where you'll be expected to create your user. Click on this drop down button that says add, select user and create new user. Now, you're expected to provide some details concerning this user. The first one is a user principal name, which also stands as an email for this person. So I will just type ealbert2 in my own case. So this is the principal name, which is the same thing as the email address. I will scroll down, then provide display name. I provide Albert Eromoseli as my display name. Then the password will be auto-generated. If you don't want the password to be auto-generated, you can check on this, then provide a password for the user. But in this case, I will just go ahead and check on this box, auto-generated password, so that when the account is created, automatically a password is assigned to the account. And when the users want to log in, he or she will be asked to update or reset or create a new password. Click on next. This will take you to properties. Now let me go back to show you something. If you notice each of these fields, the one with the asterisk means these fields are required. So you have to provide some basic information to this field before you proceed. Now when I click on next, you notice the other fields here, we don't have the asterisks. It means these are just optional fields and we can leave blank. But it is always good to provide information to this field because this information identifies the user and it will be very easy to look for this user in Microsoft Azure. So I will just type the first name, which is Eromoseli. Then my last name is Albert. Then we have two options for the user type. You have the members, you have the guests. And the member is for users that belongs to your organization. The guests are for those that does not belong to your organization. Or you want them to come to your organization for one or two reasons. Maybe to work for you for a temporary period of time, let's just say 3 months. Then you can create an account for them. So once they leave, you can delete the account. But since I'm a member of the organization of iTech Development Charity, I will just go ahead and select member as my user type. So these are other informations you can provide concerning the user. Like for example, you can provide the company name. I will just select iTech Development Charity. That's my own organization. Then departments, employee IDs, employee type, office location. If these informations are required in your organization, please go ahead and provide all these informations. Then I can just scroll down, click on the next button, and this will take you to assignment. Under assignment, you can add some administrative units. But since I don't have access to this function now, that is why it is disabled by default. We just go ahead and leave it. But at the same time, you can also add a group in which the user belongs to. So I will just click on groups. I've already created some groups in Microsoft Azure. So these are some of the groups available to me. So I can just go in and select, for example, all company IDC grants or IDC board members. So if it is required in your own case, please go ahead and create it. It is always good to manage your users using groups. But in this case, for a demo purpose, I will just go ahead and uncheck this button and close this. Then just click on review plus create. So this is a review page where you see all the information you have provided concerning this user. If there is any information that is not correct, you can click on the previous button. This will take you back, update this information, and click on next to come back to this preview screen. Now we just scroll. For me, all informations are correct, so there's nothing I need to change. The next thing is I will just click on create. Successfully created user. So this is how you create a user in Microsoft Azure.